In other news, the Ukrainian government says at least 1,170 civilians have been killed in the southeastern city of Mariupol since Russia's invasion began a couple of weeks ago. Ukraine says Russian forces have bombed a maternity ward at a hospital, a claim Russia denies. President Zelenskyy continues to call on NATO to declare a no-fly zone over Ukraine, but the allies are still ruling that out. Shin Ye-eun reports.
Ukrainian civilians are at even greater risk than before. On Wednesday local time, an apparent Russian airstrike hit a children's hospital in the city of Mariupol. At least 17 were injured. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy said the attack was a war crime and called on the West to impose even tougher sanctions.
An aerial bomb on a maternity hospital is the conclusive evidence that what is happening is a genocide of Ukrainians. Consequently, you must strengthen sanctions against Russia so that it never has the chance to continue this genocide.
President Zelenskyy also repeatedly called for NATO to install a no-fly zone over the country amid Russia's attacks. But key NATO members like the US and UK have ruled that option out, saying it would escalate the war. The deputy mayor of Mariupol said that as of Wednesday, at least 1,170 civilians had been killed in the city since the start of the Russian invasion. The UN Human Rights Office has verified 1,424 civilian casualties across Ukraine since the invasion began some 2 weeks ago, but added the real figures could be considerably higher. It said most civilian casualties were caused by shelling, missiles, and airstrikes. UN spokesperson Stefan Dujarric on Wednesday said no health facility should ever be a target. This message was echoed by the World Health Organization, who also called for an immediate halt to attacks on hospitals, healthcare workers, and ambulances. Meanwhile, the sanctions on Russia and Belarus are being tightened. The EU's Committee of Permanent Representatives approved additional sanctions against officials and agencies in Russia and its close ally, Belarus. These measures are aimed at cutting 3 Belarusian banks off the SWIFT payment system, the communication system that connects thousands of financial institutions around the world. The U.S. has also banned imports of Russian oil from Tuesday, pushing gasoline prices to a record high. As of Wednesday local time, gas hit an average of $4.25 a gallon. But China is reportedly considered buying increasing stakes in Russian energy and commodities companies. Bloomberg reported on Wednesday that Beijing is in talks with its state-owned firms to find any opportunities to invest in Russian companies and assets. Shin Ye-eun, Arirang News.